Hello, everybody. I just wanted to hop on here and update you on my liver and gallbladder situation since my hospital visit in January. So I am feeling awesome. I feel a whole lot better now than I did when I went in. And so I had to make a few changes. I did not do a liver and gallbladder cleanse for a couple years. I got out of the habit with our moves and just didn't even think about doing it. And my gallbladder got filled up with sludge, and obviously my liver had some stones in it, and I got a blocked duct from one of the stones, and it ended up causing inflammation, and then it caused pancreatitis. So that's how I ended up in the hospital. I was just having some excruciating pain for a whole entire day and through the night. And so finally, the next day, my daughter took me into the hospital, and that's what they found, that I had a stuck stone. And I kind of had a feeling that it's been stuck for a while just because I had that pain right under here. It's right under your breast, whether you're a man or a woman. This is your liver, and right underneath that is your gallbladder. And I could just feel, it just felt like something was stuck. My digestive system wasn't working well. I wasn't processing food, and I just felt nauseous and heavy. And that was one of the reasons that I had gained some weight too, was all those digestive issues. And they all work together. So since I came home, I did a fast, and I was actually fasting when I went into the hospital. I was doing a 7-day just water only fast, which helped open up that bile duct and got some things moving. So since I've been home, I did a gallbladder flush, and I have a liver gallbladder page if you want to be added to that, to show you what kind of supplements I take, to show you what I do before I do the flush, during the flush, after the flush, and then some supplements I take. So after the flush, during the flush, I released a whole lot of sludge. It's just like gritty, sandy stuff that comes out of your bowels when you're drinking the protocol, and it just flushes it out of your system. So it's awesome to get that out of there. I also noticed I had a lot of liver flukes, which is they're worms, they're parasites. And not to be grossed out about that, because everybody has parasites. You have parasites, we have parasites. You can get them checked through blood work and through different things in the doctors, and it'll show negative, but you do a parasite cleanse, and there you are, a gazillion parasites are coming out of your body, which I'd rather have them out than in, right? So I expelled a whole bunch of liver flukes and some stones, just a handful of stones. So since my gallbladder wasn't holding the stones, obviously those came from my liver, and that, it kind of all backs up. Even if you don't have a gallbladder, you still create gallstones and sludge, and then it gets stuck in the liver, and you need to release that. So a couple things that I'm using to help support my body is the number one thing. I don't know if we can see this. Hopefully you can see that it says Juvaflex, and that's an essential oil. And all I do is I put 2 drops in my hand, and I put it over my liver and gallbladder, and I ask the Lord to help me to release any impurities, any toxins, and any negative emotions. We hold a lot of anger, unforgiveness, bitterness in the gallbladder. So usually if we're challenged with those things, we're going to have gallbladder issues, because our emotions are like a seed to what's going on and manifesting in our body. So even though I don't have any conscious awareness of anybody or anything that I'm angry about or frustrated about, it's still in our memory. It's stored in our cells. So even though I don't know, like right off the top of my head, I'm not angry with anybody, I'm not bitter with anybody consciously. So, but it's still in our cellular memories, and it still wreaks havoc on our bodies. So the Juvaflex it's a blend of oils. It's got 6 oils. Fennel is really good for digestion. It's good for the liver to break up toxins and to cleanse my tissues. It's good for balancing my hormones. Our liver has 500 different functions, and balancing hormones is one of them. So when we're having issues with our hormones, you need to clean our liver too. That's really important for that balance. Also, geranium. Geranium balances the hormones as well. It's really good emotional releasing for issues that you might have with your mother. It helps to release toxins. It dilates the biliary glands, the ducts, to help to release the toxins in your liver as well. It contains Roman chamomile, which helps the liver release all the poisons out of there. It is soothing and calming, and it also helps to dispel fears. So, and I think fear is probably one thing that I deal with more than anything. Afraid to talk to people. I don't know, afraid of a whole bunch of stuff. Blue tansy helps cleanse the liver and calm the lymphatic system, and helichrysum is really good at cleaning the blood, getting the circulation moving, and helping to release angry feelings. So all of that wrapped up in this little bitty bottle, and these little bottles contain probably about 180 drops, so it's going to last me a long time, even though it's a small bottle. I just use 2 drops twice a day. I don't want to flood my system with toxins, so I'm just doing it gently. For me, gently. For you, you might even want to use less. I use essential oils every day. And then also, I'm using this oil. This is one of my favorite oils ever, and it's called Release. I love it. Anything you need to release, you put this oil on with prayer, and it will help you to release that, whether it's emotions. I had a little cyst-like bump on my hand, and it wasn't going away, and I put Release on it, and I just prayed, and I don't know, it was gone in about a week. So if you want to release something, Release is just amazing oil. And it is a blend of 5 oils. It's awesome. It helps to release the memories of trauma. And like I said, you may not be thinking about the trauma right off the top of your head, but it's still stored in your body. It's stored in your memories. And until you release it, it's going to be there. So when I add Release, I also do 2 drops on my liver, and I ask God to help me to remember anybody or any situation or circumstance that I'm angry with or frustrated with, anywhere I have bitterness, to just help me to see those. And even if I don't see it, I just ask, I give him permission to take those things, and I release them to him, because I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to have liver and gallbladder issues all the rest of my life. I want it to be gone, so I want to release it. The Release oil contains Lang Lang, which is a great balancer for female or male hormones. It helps you to let go of negative emotions, fear, anger, bitterness, and frustration. So you see how this works really well with the Juvaflex. It also has Lavandin, which is an antiseptic, and it's very cleansing. So Geranium was also in the Juvaflex. It helps with hormone balance, liver and kidney functions, and it helps you to release toxins. Sorry about that. And the sandalwood is a really good spiritual oil, and it's in this blend, and it helps to oxygenate your pineal and your pituitary glands, which also helps to improve your attitude, helps to relieve depression, helps to remove negative programming from your cells. So, and that's one thing that I really like about essential oils is it goes in and it works at the cellular level. So it goes in different oils like sesquiterpenes. It's high in sesquiterpenes, which means it goes into the cell and it cleans out the negative memories, negative emotions, helps you to remember so that you can release it and let it go. And that's how healing takes place. Forgiving the people, forgiving the situations, forgiving the circumstances, and these essential oils just help to cleanse the cells, help bring things, memories to the surface so that you can deal with it and you can forgive and you can move on. It also contains blue tansy, which is really cleansing for the liver, releasing anger and different negative emotions. So as I work with my liver, I'm also in prayer, working on my emotions and, just continuing to release and let go. And with that, so every single day I feel better. I am so energized, and I actually have been having some excitement back in my life. With moving all the time, it seems to be I guess there you go, frustration. It's really frustrating because I can't seem to get settled anywhere, can't get settled in my business or settled in my house, or building friendships or anything. So, well, there you go. We got some frustration there that I guess I need to deal with, because here I am in a new house, in my new space. The space that you see, this is my healing room and my prayer room. I come in here daily, several times a day, and I just spend time with the Lord, get in His presence and pray. And I also use this is my healing space, to do my raindrop sessions and emotional healing sessions, Reiki sessions, aromadome, any of the healing sessions I do, detoxing. So, and the other thing that I'm doing is, so the digestive system's all tied together. So I was having problems with my liver and gallbladder, but I was also dealing with this white coating on my tongue, and I thought that it was yeast. I thought that it was fungus, and I was doing some cleansing for that, and it did not help at all. Once I started working on my liver, I started using essential zymes. It's right here. The essential zymes, I just take 2 of these capsules a day, one between lunch and dinner, and then one after dinner, and these go on an empty stomach. The essential zymes obviously help with your digestion. They help with your pancreas, so your pancreas can function right. And since I've been pairing that with my liver cleanse, the coating on my tongue is just about gone. My digestion is so much better. I'm not having issues with the bloating and the stuffiness and just that firmness that you would get in your stomach when you're eating. So I'm just super excited about having these products available to me, and getting the education so I can learn how to take care of my body. And I just wanted to give you an update. I'm doing great. I'm feeling awesome. And I was ready to serve my clients about a week after I got home from the hospital. I was doing that good. And so I'm just thankful that God has given us these tools that we can use to strengthen our bodies. And if there's anything that you need health-wise, if you're dealing with some challenges in any of your body systems, or even with your emotions, later on, maybe this weekend or next week, I'm going to share with you what I'm doing to keep my emotions balanced and in check. And even though I spend a lot of time in prayer, I'm bombarded with negative thoughts and feelings and emotions. So I'll show you what I do to overcome all that negativity and get my mind back into alignment with what God says. So you guys have an awesome day. I'm glad that you watched this. And if you need anything, make sure that you message me or give me a text. You guys have a great day.